Hello friends, today I am going to discuss about owner's fund. Owner's fund means the person who start the company and how he collect the money, maybe from investors, and every investor is a part of the ownership. So the single word is being used here, owner's fund. See in the diagram there are three categories have been discussed. First is the equity share, second is preference share, and third one is retained profit or plugging back of profit. So you understand that equity share and preference share are the money taken from the investors is being included, and the retained profit means from whichever the earlier years company is working, whatever the profit is remained with the company is being used in reinvestment of fund. So in that way the profit is being reinvested. It is called retained fund. Right, my friends? Okay, now here I want to indicate one thing. Equity share is being divided in three categories: ordinary equity share, second, sweat equity share, third, other equity shares. So the equity share is divided in three categories. Second is the preference share. Preference share is divided in two categories: redeemable preference share to be redeemed after 20 years. Second, redeemable preference share redeemed before 20 years. Right? Redeemed means whatever the money has been invested by the investor will be given back to the investor before 20 years or after 20 years. In these two categories, the preference share has been divided. And third one I discussed, retained profit, or it is another, in another word, it is called plugging back of profit. Okay, now let us discuss the meanings of equity share, meaning of preference share, sweat equity share. These are the different type of, right? So first I am discussing with you about equity share. What is called equity share? You understand? Equity share means the shareholder is investing money for receiving dividend. It will be the right of the shareholder for receiving dividend. These shares which has been allocated to the shareholders, the shareholder will receive dividend with capital when the company wants to giving back money, right? So for the purpose of dividend, the money has been invested and allocated in different parts. These shares are called equity share. So here the important point is dividend having. Second thing, this amount will be considered as capital for running the company, and the rights of the equity shareholders are more here than preference shareholder, because the preference share are having only first right to get the profit or payment when the company gives to the shareholder. That is only single right the preference shareholder are having. Other rights they are not having. As like equity shareholder can sell their shares in the market, it is not possible for preference share. Keep in your mind. Right, my friends? Okay. So again I want to repeat the explanation of equity share. As per the given in the book, I am explaining now. The shares having last right to receive dividend as well as capital as compared to preference shares are known as equity share. So equity share holders have right to receive the dividend at last, but they have complete freedom to sell their shares through market. That is the good thing. But for a preference shareholder, it is not possible to sell the shares in market. So in that way, there is some restriction on preference shareholder. Otherwise, actually equity shareholders have least benefits if we think too. But generally, we all invest money in equity shares. This is the real thing, right? Because we can directly sell our shares to the market and we can make our money free before the company repay the money to us. Before repay. Is that clear, my friends? So keep in your mind, generally this is the difference. Again I repeat, the shares having last right, I make stress on the word last right, to receive the dividend means they receive dividend last, but first right to receive the dividend is with preference shareholder. This is the difference. Because see, sometimes the student ask me meaning of the dividend. Dividend is the one part of the profit which the management decide to give every shareholder as per their numbers of shares. That percentage of profit given to the shareholder is called dividend. So the shares having last right to receive dividend as well as capital in comparing to preference shares are known as equity shares. Clear? Now we discuss some characteristics. Actually, there are 10 characteristics. Here the first characteristic is one important statement, that the equity shareholders are true owners. Why they are called true owners? Actually, they are investing money in company with faith, and their money is considered to be owners of fund. In that way, they are true owners. Second, they are having more risk than a preference shareholder because they receive dividend last. Second, if any payment is done, also the preference shareholders will get that payment first, and equity shareholders will get payment last. So in all the way, the stress of fund on equity shareholders. In compared to preference shareholders, they have more stress. And their fund is prior to be considered as owner's fund in first manner. So it is called they are true owners. Okay. Second point is right to vote. See, all shareholders have equal right to vote with the principle of right as per the numbers of shares they have. I repeat, equal rights as per the number of shares they have. It is called right to vote. Right? Third point is rate of dividend. See, generally rate of dividend usually decided by the management. It is not fixed as rate of interest on debenture, because debenture is a one kind of the liability on the company. They have to compulsory give it. But here this is a one kind of investment. So on investment, what proportion of the return company wants to give, it is depend upon company's own willingness, situation and requirement of finance. So in this case, we must remember that rate of dividend is not fixed, as well as proportion in term of the rupees, how much rupees company will give them, is also not decided, but as per the earned profit and the company's situation, company decides their rate of dividend to give to the shareholders. Right my friend? So some things are required to understand. यहाँ पर हम कोई ऐसी बात नहीं कर रहे कि भाई सीधा ही आपको पैसा मिल जाएगा. Today we have invested 10,000 in the Wipro, and after 3 months, if the dividend is declared, you can get only 3%. Means you have invested 10,000 and you are getting only 300 rupees. It is also possible. So nothing is sure. Sometimes it happens that during 2 to 3 years, company is not giving dividend because the company is in the stress. So distribution of profit is not possible, because when the company is in the stress, we can think in that way. The dividend is the distribution of the profit. But if the company is not earning, then how the profit will be given? Because the profit is not coming. In that situation, what will happen? The profit will be zero. And it is a dangerous thing. So, sometime, in some companies, people invest money with temptation. I am clearly using the word temptation for getting regular dividend. But in that company, 2 to 3 years, company is not earning. They are not giving dividend. So in those days, this person's investment will remain silent in terms of the return. Okay, but in those days, companies' shares are possible to sell through market easily with more benefit than dividend. Then he can sell it. But when he sells the shares, in future, if the company will decide the dividend, he will not get, because he has sold his shares. So in that situation, he will not get dividend. Earlier, he had invested with future expectation of dividend, but here it is not happening. So it becomes the possibility. Okay. The next point is profit related purpose of investment. Profit related purpose of investment. See, the dividend receivable to shareholder is related with the profit, as I have stated just before. So dividend may increase or decrease. Keep this point. Dividend may increase or decrease as per the proportion of profit what the company earn. Means dividend is completely dependent on the earning of the profit by the company. Otherwise company will not give dividend. Right? Okay. The fifth point is general meeting. See, we have earlier discussed one characteristic, right to vote. When the general meeting held, it is right of equity shareholders and every shareholder to attend the meeting. Whenever the instruction is given by the management to give the vote and to elect the director, it will be done. In all the situation, attending meeting, giving a vote and electing the director, all rights are remain with shareholders. So company decides shareholders value on the basis of shares what they have. Even a single shareholder is also considered to be owner, but his ownership is very, very small, right? If we have invested only 500 rupees and we have only one share in our hand, then our right to vote is only for the one single share. It may not be effect in a larger proportion. But if any person has any companies 1 lakh share, 2 lakh shares, then the company's complete power depend on that shareholder. So in that way, so many rights equity shareholder have, but all those rights are dependent on how much shares he has in his hands. So it decides the proportion of right. Okay. Let's come to the repayment of capital. See, share capital is not repaid during the existence of company. But if company wants to purchase the shares back from the shareholders, then he will be given choice to sustain in the market, to sustain in the company by keeping the shares, or to give shares back to the company. All depend upon company's willingness. But here the willingness will remain with shareholder to give the shares back or not. So the repayment of capital generally is not done during the existence of company. Otherwise, the promoter wants to keep more proportion of shares in hand, then they can give it back. Those capital they can give it back. It is possible. Right, my friends? So generally, repayment of the amount for shares is not done. Otherwise, the dissolution or liquidation process has started. The 7th point come is dissolution. At the time of liquidation or dissolution, the repayment of the capital mainly done first to the preference shareholders, not to the equity shareholder. So again you remember the definition what I stated. The shares having last right to receive the dividend as well as capital last right. In the definition, word is used. So here you can think. First priority will given to repayment for preference shareholder. Later, whatever the money remain with the company will be given to the equity shareholder if the surplus funds available. So, here one different rights are remain with equity shareholder, that if they find the company is not working in sound condition, then they can sell their shares in market and they can withdraw their investment by selling the shares. It is possible, right my friends? So keep in your mind, some differences are there, and these differences are making company more powerful in terms of rights in hands. And here the freedom is given to the equity shareholder because first priority of repayment will be done with only and only preference shareholder, right? Okay. Shares of qualification, the point number 8. If there is a provision of memorandum and director have given consent to become elected director of the company, then share is considered as share of qualification. This line is coming in the exam sometime as the what is called shares of qualification. See, understand the meaning. When any person decide to be director of company, he give his consent to become director. At that time, whatever the share is decided for every director to purchase, he may also purchase. So his shares will be considered as shares of qualification. Qualification for what? To become the director. Shares will be considered as shares of qualifications for being the director in the company. Minimum requirement of the shares every director has to purchase. Means minimum specific amount every director has to invest. This is the second word. It is remained in priority. This priority will be fulfilled. Then the person will become the director in the company and his shares will be considered as shares of qualification. If he sell his shares, then he will lose his chance to be director in future. This is a big change. May possible. Minimum requirement of the share he has, and he has sold his shares. In that situation, he may not remain as the director in the company. This is the possibility. Right, my friends? Okay, the 9th point comes capital benefits. I have stated just before that so many rights equity shareholder has. Rights issue, bonus, shares. See, these are basic benefits for equity shareholder, because when the company decides to give extra shares without making any investment, it is a one kind of the benefit of the equity shareholder in future. We may think that any person has 100 shares, per 100 share 10 share is given, so the next year he will have 110 shares. So whatever the dividend will be declared, he will not get about 100 shares, but he will get the dividend for 110 shares. So these 10 shares are given to him as the bonus by the company. So future he will get more benefit. And if he want to sell the shares, he will have right to sell the shares of 110 shares. These 10 shares are extra earning. This is a benefit. Rights issue means when company want to get more investment. Present investment they have, but if they want to create more investment, then what they can do? You think they can collect the money from the market, and it will be done on which basis? On basis of he will offer more opportunity for existing equity shareholders to invest money. First right are always remain with present equity shareholders to invest money. In that situation, the company will give them priority to get money. So in that situation, they will allow to invest money first. When they have done whatever the amount they have done, thereafter company will move to the market to get the more fund by issuing new offer. It is possible. Right, my friends? Okay, the last point comes registration of shares. These type of shares are registered in recognizing share market. So purchase and sale of shares as market price can be done freely. Equity share are easily possible to purchase and sell through market. That is very clearly indicated. So you understand the company has rights to decide what could be the price. As per the demand and sale of the shares in the market and changing the situation of the market, the price of the company in stock exchange up and down, it affect to the present status of company. Right, my friends? So keep in your mind, equity shares are freely allowed to purchase and sell through market. But this right is not remain with the preference shareholder. This is the big difference. Right, my friends? So here I discussed today with you about meaning of equity share. I explained some basic difference between equity share and preference share, and also discussed characteristics of equity share with you. Okay, friends?